Usually not speechless, so I'll get over it real quick. My parents, I was fortunate enough to have a mom and dad that encouraged me to say thank you and to recognize other people. So there's a few awards that have been presented tonight. First, a round of snaps to all our chapters, our colleagues, the student members, our brothers, our alums have been recognized tonight. There's a couple of awards that I do want to highlight. The Jules Lennard Award is something that is especially unique for me because I had the pleasure of knowing Jules for a number of years when he ran the foundation. He actually introduced me to what a tongue sandwich was. I was living in Connecticut, working for a headquarters staff. I had to drive to a certain deli to pick up a tongue sandwich for Jules before we would talk Thailand business. But I want to congratulate Indiana University, to our colony there, soon to be chapter there, for that award. It's truly a great time to be a Boilermaker. I'm kidding. It's a great time to be a Tiger. No, we're never going to on that piece. I'd like to recognize Baldwin Wallace for obviously winning the Beck Award, making history, the first time you've won that award in your chapter's history. In case you didn't know it, they've won about 5 or 6 the last 10 years, so congratulations. All right, brothers from UNC here. Chapel Hill.
I think it was the bathroom.
Went to the bathroom? Well, I'd like to thank them for not guarding the inbounds player against Villanova, helping me win a little bit of money in our tournament. Anybody here in those hoops know you've got to guard the inbound player, especially when he's the best three-point shooter on the team. So kind of an interesting situation there, but thank you to the Dukies from UNC for helping us out there. But I especially want to say thank you to Mark for your commitment to our country, for representing us and being here tonight. It's very much appreciated. Who in the room has read a book on leadership? Raise your hand real quick. Keep it up if you've read 2 books on leadership. Did they say the same thing? Kind of interesting. A lot of people run around North America that open up a consulting shop, have a few clients, put together a leadership book, and tell you what leadership is all about. Well, fortunately, I'm going to tell you what the real answer is. So grab your phones. Put it on notes, because we're going to be here for a couple of seconds. You've heard the term lead like a pie lamb. And I want to share a couple of things that can be impactful in how you lead as a pie lamb and how you lead in any organization. Jack mentioned earlier that we had some time as a governing board to talk about what does pie lamb the 5 mean to us, what's been the influences. I was lucky in life that I've had 2 things that have shaped my leadership style. Basketball, playing, coaching, high school, college levels, and then of course our great fraternity. And over all the years I've been involved as a volunteer in our great organization, I have never told students, you need to be in a fraternity. I think there are different ways for young people to be on a learning curve parallel to your academic learning curve. How are you becoming the young man or young woman that you desire to be? But I have not found a better way than fraternities and sororities to do that when you do it right. So when you think about leadership, everybody got the phones out? You gotta be a good teacher. Write that down for me, please, or type it in. You gotta be a good teacher. I had an influence early in life where I got a degree in, anybody here got a degree in religion? I'm probably the only one. Okay. If you study monotheistic religion, if you study Taoism, Confucian, if you study African tribal leaders, there's 3 kinds of people that exist in every society we've had. Teachers, healers, and problem solvers. They're called different things in different societies, but teachers, healers, and problem solvers. Typically the teachers, the ones that pass on knowledge, are the ones that rise to the top when it comes to leadership. So if you're going to lead like a pie lamb, if you're going to lead in your community, your student community now, your campus, your environment, your family, your place of worship, your career in the future, you have to be a good teacher. Secondly, this means type this in, you got to be organized. You got to be organized. Don't confuse that with using technology. Technology is a tool. You have to be organized in your thoughts. You have to be intentional in what you're doing. You must be organized. You can't lead when you're simply responding to what's hitting your desk, your virtual desk or your live desk. You have to be organized. The third thing You got to be influential. You can't lead in our society. You can't lead like a pie lamb if you don't have a passion for what you are doing. You've got to be influential as a leader. The fourth thing, you can throw out all the leadership books, these are the answers right here. The fourth thing, type it in. They were on number 4 now. You got to be a good teacher, you got to be organized, you got to be influential. You have to be a life developer. If you want to lead like a pie lamb, if you want to lead in your organization, your future career, you got to be a life developer. You got to be able to be passionate, influential in people's lives, seeing where they are and how can I impact them as a life developer. And number 5, let's type this one in, last one. You got to be a great communicator. Not a good one, a great communicator. That's not limited to just verbally. There's a lot of different ways to communicate. The way you listen, the way you write. But if you're going to lead like a pie lamb, if you're going to influence your communities, you've got to be a great communicator. So, for our students, if you want to remember something, you typically have to repeat it 60 times. It's not the 7-minute abs or the 21 days. You start studying adult learning theory. So what's the first thing if you want to lead like a pie lamb? Let me hear it. What's the first thing if you want to lead like a pie lamb? Got to be a good teacher. What's number 2? You got to be what? Organized. Number 3? Number 4? And number 5, you got to be a great what? So let me tell you a little bit about being influential. Ben, can you hold up that book that you received tonight? What's the title, say real quick?
The Best That I Can Be.
The Best That I Can Be. I had the honor of spending some time with Rayford Johnson in the 90s several times when I was working on staff, and I had a chance to read that book, obviously. The influence that Rayford has had on people, not just on our fraternity, on the Kennedys, yes, those Kennedys, on Olympics, on race relations, is absolutely unbelievable. The influence that he's had on me, I happen to have an 11-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. We have a weekly meeting in our house that is titled after that book. It's called The Best Me That I Can Be, because it's about our kids reaching their potential. Little parenting lesson for you coming later on. We don't have allowances. Our kids need to earn commissions. Because, by the way, everything you do in life is on commissions. Yeah, but I'm on salary, but not when you don't perform, you're not on salary. Everything you do is performance-based. So our kids have to earn their commissions, entitled The Best Me That I Can Be. When I wrote that for Rayford, you got a kick out of that kind of piece to it. There are different pieces in your life where you're going to find nuggets of how you can be influential. But the benefit of your association with our great fraternity is our creed, our purpose in eliminating prejudice. Follow me for a second. Gives you the opportunity to be a good teacher about something that matters. Gives you an opportunity to be organized about your thoughts and how you want to do that. Gives you an opportunity to be influential and passionate about our creed and our purpose. Clearly provides a phenomenal opportunity to be a life developer. With Team 5 yesterday, which was a winning team back when we had our breakup session, because I was a part of it. Exactly, little pop, hold on a second. Back in the back of the room, we had an EOP conversation. Not because we were right, because it was uncomfortable in that situation. A life development opportunity. And let me challenge this. If you want to continue to make our founders proud, if you want to continue to make Jules Lennard and George Beck proud, practice how you can be a great, not a good, but a great communicator about our creed and about our mission of eliminating prejudice. So I've got the honor of being the little pie tonight and the warm-up session for what's about to be the main event. So thank you for your attention so far tonight.